Before your outdoor movie night, you may want to have a pre-show. Pre-show could be something as simple as one slide on the screen as people are arriving. Maybe it shows a sponsor or things like that, just waiting for it to get dark enough to start the actual feature. Your other pre-show may be a bit more involved. So if you're looking for a more involved with a pre-show that has slides and maybe video intros before the movie actually starts, then you can do that various ways. Some people will use Google Slides, they'll use PowerPoint. Personally, I like to use software called ProPresenter. ProPresenter is originally church software for doing the Bible verses, song lyrics, and that before in churches. But I like to use it as a powerful media playback engine, which gives you a lot of gives you a lot of control over how those media files play. So we're going to look at that right now. There we go. So I already opened ProPresenter. Just so you know, ProPresenter is it's either a monthly subscription or you can buy it for a year or whatever it happens to be. I normally do the monthly because I only use it so many months of the year or for certain events. So this is for that bigger event that needs a little bit more production. First thing we're going to do is create a new presentation. Most important thing here is you want a blank presentation and then select the slide size, whatever your output's going to be. I'm going to be 1080p and we'll give it a meaningful name. Pre-show. Excellent. I can get rid of this slide. I don't need that. Just going to delete it. Wonderful. So now I need to import video. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a mini slideshow that's going to be playing as though the guests were arriving. And then when we're getting ready to play the actual feature, we're going to add a couple of videos and move into the main feature. So the first thing we'll do is create our slideshow. First thing I can do is bring in my media. Last time we did a Star Wars one. Let's do 80s pre-show. We'll just add a few slides. And then right at the bottom here, those slides came in. So I'm selecting all my slides, I'm dragging, I'm dropping. And these slides, they came in as background images, which is exactly what we want to do. You can see there a background image right here. If it was foreground, it would be there. This is a background. We're going to right click, actions, behavior. I see it's a background. That's exactly what we want because that slide we're going to get to go for 5 seconds and then it's going to move to the next one. Instead of having to go into each one, you can select them all, right click, go to next timer. 5 seconds is the default. That is perfect. So then when I start playing my slideshow, over on the right here, over here, you can see what it plays. They're not going to catch us. We're on a mission from God. That was from the Blues Brothers. Excellent. And that's just going to loop through. Currently, when we get to this last slide, which is the alien slide, it's just going to stop there. It's not going to do anything else. So we're going to loop that slideshow. That last one, we're going to right click. I'm going to go to next timer and then select loop to the beginning. So now 5 seconds here. It's going to go on to that last slide. When the last slide is finished, it's then going to jump back to, they're not going to catch us. We're on a mission from God. There it is. Perfect. So that is looping, looping, looping until we stop it. After that, so this is where it loops, that last slide. After that, we're now going to add some video slides. I've already imported these earlier, the video slides, so I'm just going to scroll and look for the video slides I want. I want this one. Whoops, I want it here though, because it's outside of the loop. And then I want this one. All right, perfect. So right now, if I right click on this guy, set go to next timer, and we'll set it for 3 seconds. So the movie's slideshow's going. We click on the next one. It's actually going to play only for a couple of seconds and then jump. That is because we have it set as a background. Now, the way the go to next timer works is if it's a background, it plays whatever that media file is for that many seconds and then jumps. If it's a foreground, it adds a pause between the videos. So that's what we want to do. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to my behaviors. I'm changing it to foreground. I'm going to right click, check my go to next. Whoops, I removed the go to next timer. Right click, go to next timer. We're going to set this for 1.5 seconds. I can see right here I'm foreground right now. So let's try that one more time. We finish in the slideshow. We're ready to start the movie. I'm clicking on my media. It's going to play that whole piece of video, which is quite long. So I'm going to click to the end. Remember, this is what's going out. When that video finishes, I have a slight pause before the next video starts. So that can add a little bit more production value to your event. I hope that helps. If you have software that you prefer over ProPresenter, over PowerPoint, I'd love to hear what you like to use, but I find this really good. For those larger events, for the smaller backyard stuff, often this sort of stuff is not needed, but when you get to that production, I find this is a really useful way to use the software, and it is Mac and PC. I'm running on a PC today. It is either or, so that is a great thing. If you do have any questions, just jam in the comments below. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.